tired this morning, but we wanted to jump on here and talk about, the car just kind of cut us off. We wanted to talk about rebuilding trust in your relationship.
And first,
relationships.
Sorry, I need a. This is Ring Me, and I am Monica, and we are Original Intent Life Coaching. We help Christians get emotionally and relationally healthy so that they can be freed up to do what Jesus has for them.
Yeah, so just wanted to share with you, we're gonna, as we talk, I just want to invite you to comment below, kind of share things that jump out at you. Tell us where you're from and who you are. We'd love to get to know you. Also, we're gonna also throw a link below to our Eden Intensive. It's our mentorship platform where people who want to dive into healing their hearts and relationships, they go there. We actually have a bunch of students, so we're going to drop our link below. Check it out, and I know some of you guys are going to be ready to get going. So here, this is let's start talking about this. Rebuilding trust. This is a really good topic. You know, actually, me and Monica went through this, so we really know it from the inside. I'll just share a little bit. At the beginning of our relationship, I was not trustworthy right when we started dating, and I had done some things that I regret, reached out, and so we had to rebuild our trust. And it's not easy, and it takes time, guys. That's what I want to say. First of all, it takes time and consistency. So where did you kind of? Yeah.
So, Remy, you know, I just want to say this, like, in the process of rebuilding trust, I had a lot of triggers and a lot of fears and a lot of questions. He had a sexual addiction and
pornography
and we had a process to go through, but he found, I have to say this, like, he created so much safety for me, that if I was triggered, he wouldn't dismiss me. He would really validate me and be like, that makes sense, you know, like, I can see. And the reality was, like, he created a safe space for me to rebuild trust. So a lot of times, like, what can happen in that kind of situation is you have a breach in trust, and then rightfully there's, like, trust issues. There's triggers. There's you may have suspicions or things like that. And, like, let's say in a dating or a marriage relationship, a lot of times if it's the man and the woman gets triggered, the man can feel like, okay, like, why are you being so controlling? Why are you, like, start going on this blame train? And and it's true that the woman is being controlling, and it's true that she's triggered, but the reality is that it's valid, you know? And that's what I loved about Ramy in the process, was, like, you know, we had, like, moments in the beginning of our process where he'd be like, why are you triggered, you know, kind of thing, not using those words, but in a sense. And then he started seeing that, like, okay, like, I can only, like, I'm only, like, I can have all the suspicions in the world, but he knows where he stands. You know what you're doing, and you had to just love me in that position. Can you speak into that a little bit?
Yeah, so here's my kind of process through it. So there's two people that, when it comes to like a loss of trust, there's the perpetrator, and then there's the person who didn't do anything wrong necessarily. Obviously, there's a lot of situations, but let's talk about this for a little bit. So,
and whenever the breach of trust happens, and the one person gets triggered, and they're like, well, are you doing this, or are you doing that, or like, I don't trust you. I lost my train of thought. Like, well, sorry.
Let me talk a little bit here.
Okay.
So, first of all, you know, if you are the one who did something that caused a lack of trust in your relationship, whoever you are, whether it's your marriage relationship, dating relationship, friendship, I want to tell you this: you are responsible to do whatever it takes and show that person that you are actively working on the thing, because you need to do everything possible that shows that person that you're not doing that anymore. And you can't control their reaction. You can't control what they think, how they're triggered, whether it's true or not. But you need to show them that you have a plan to change, and you have a desire, and that you are changing as much as possible. It is really hard to do. So what I did in the beginning was I told Monica, I said, I am committed to work through this, and I took very physical action. Like radical action. I actually deleted all of my social media because that was a problem for me. I'm not saying that's 100% the problem for everyone. I'm just saying for me, I realized if I deleted social media, it was like temptation was nullified. And so I deleted all social media, and I'm actually planning on doing a tech tutorial on iPhones on how to set up checks, like so that you don't stumble on your iPhone, because that is huge. We have access to internet on our phones, and that's a huge stumbling block. I know for men, I know for women, whatever it is, comparison or whatever it is, iPhones are very, very, you can control everything on them. That's beside the point though. That's my story. So also I committed to her that I would go to Celebrate Recovery, which is a Christian recovery program that's for anybody from the person who struggles with pornography or comparison or overeating or codependency or drug addiction. It covers the whole spectrum, but it basically walks you through biblical recovery. So I promised Monica that I would go to that every week and all those things. So really, like, but she still got triggered and was like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I would comfort her, but I realized at one point that her accusation was triggering me, but that her fear was actually less about me, and she was needing comfort. So I needed to get out of myself and get past my triggeredness and pretend that what she was sharing with me had nothing to do with me, but it had to do with her. So I started, when she would share, like, I'm feeling really triggered, like, what, like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? I would say, wow, I'm so sorry. Like, I could tell that's really, like, that feels so bad, and I understand why that feels bad. And I would apologize. I'd say, I'm so sorry that I caused this. But me being able to to get out of like the fact that, you know, it was me that caused this, really helped me be able to like love on her and help her through that, even though I caused it. And I think that made a huge difference.
It did.
Also, sometimes when you're the perpetrator, you're the person who caused the lack of trust, that person's lack of trust is really triggering to you, and it can be easy to think, and I know people that have experienced this will really understand what I'm feeling right now, or what I'm going to explain right now, is she's never going to trust me. What's the point? Like, I might as well just be doing whatever. You literally feel that because you're so frustrated and triggered by their trigger, right? But I came to a point where I was like, I don't care if she sees it. I need this for me because this is amazing for me. Like, I feel so amazing with the changes that I've done in my life. I don't care if trust is ever built again. I'm gonna do this because I want freedom. I want to thrive in inside with Jesus. And I felt so free. Like when everything changed, when I repented, when I shared everything with Monica that I had done, and I repented like in front of the Lord, and like it, I felt so free. I hadn't felt free for years, and I didn't even realize it. I did realize it, but I didn't realize it. I didn't realize how much bondage I was in.
You're so amazing. I wanted to say this one thought is that a lot of times as Christians, we can, for the sake of forgiveness, quote unquote forgiveness, run over and think that we should just automatically suck it up and just love, and that there should just
forgive and forget.
There should just be trust. But the reality is that you are worthy. That you are worthy of you're worthy of having a healthy relationship. You're worthy of feeling cared for and safe and protected and loved.
And it's okay that you don't trust, and that there's a process to rebuild that trust. And you shouldn't have to just overlook your feelings in your process because the other person messed up. It's not a lack of trust or a weakness.
Or a lack of forgiveness.
A lack of forgiveness. It's the fact that you are literally needing to trust this person, and you're needing to talk with them, you're needing to hold them accountable, and that's important. So let's say you're the person who that person betrayed. Your process really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, if you're the one, whoever you are, if you're the one who lost the trust, that person's process is important. You can't rush it. You need to be there for your spouse, for your friend, in a way that you need to be there to support them through it.
Yeah, and you can feel like I've already gotten over, like if you're the person who caused the breach of trust, you can feel like, well, I've already repented, I've already gotten over it, I'm already past it, but that doesn't mean that there's a wide open door for trust again. So that just means that you're doing your part. And actually, if you want a healthy relationship, you need to foster safety and protection, and show that person that you love and that you care them and that you care for them. And like Remy said, whenever they get triggered, like, that's valid, and being able to step outside of your trigger, you can even say, like, I feel really triggered right now, but I hear the...
You guys are hearing us now?
Okay, there we go.
It blocked out for a while. I don't know if you guys are hearing us.
Yeah, you can really validate the process, and you can be honest and communicate. It's not about just pushing aside your own trigger and your own process. Right. This like creates like the vulnerability and the honesty creates trust. Being
right.
able to both come to a place where you hear each other and you can communicate openly and honestly will be so healing. It's so healthy. Validating each other is really huge.
Yeah.
Really huge.
Yeah, and something that I learned in the recovery process of being the person who betrayed trust is that the Bible even talks about this. It says that everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. And I would say to that, like, if something is way too tempting for you, even if it's something that's permissible, like movies or internet or being around certain friends or going to the bar or like whatever, I can't think of,
or having girlfriends or guy friends that you text, like you might think like, well, this is permissible.
It's permissible, but is it beneficial? Is it giving you temptation? Because I would say nothing that's permissible is worth you being tempted. So I would ask you today, one of the challenges to the people who are trying to regain trust with their partner, their friend, is make a radical physical change in your life. This is called repentance. Repentance looks like a lot of different things, but one of the things about repentance is physically turning from your sin and putting yourself in a place where you can be safe and you won't get tempted. You won't get triggered into keep on going. Yeah.
Okay.
Triggered into the temptations. It's not worth it. You gotta be really realistic with yourself. Be real with yourself. Honest. It's hard to get this honest, but sometimes the things that are holding us back aren't worth it. They may be a huge sacrifice, but I'm telling you right now, they're really not worth.
Yeah. I love what you would always say. You'd be like, I feel like I traded a pile of poop for like a bag of gold.
Yeah, and it was so true. It felt so much like that. I was like, wow, crazy. It wasn't even like equal in worth. Like I gave up like poop. So, love you guys. I hope this was helpful. We're gonna drop that link right down below to our Eden Intensive. This is a platform where people will
so it's our group
be mentored.
Yeah, it's our group coaching program.
Yep.
And we walk our clients through healing relationship with God, with themselves, and with others. And healing relationship with others is one big part that we tackle, and then we help you unravel, and that brings so much freedom to your life and to your family. And we just want to invite you into the process with us. We want to we're going to put the link below, and you can even click on the link, get started now, or if you have more questions, we'd love to hop on a call with you. Just send us a message.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. We are constantly adding videos so that you'll know when they pop up. These are free trainings that we are actually giving content that people usually pay for free, because we really believe that people really need to know how to walk through healing their hearts and relationships. So we love you guys, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.